And let's see, Glue, you got that? Huge. Okay. First pick, or first ban, sorry, from the Femme Fatales.
Our first ban is Prison.
Huge. We've seen a couple Prison games today, so I'm glad to not be seeing any more. Street Sharks, ban number 2.
We ban Canal.
Huge. Love that. Actually sad, but love that. Femme Fatales, pick number 1.
Goldmine.
Love that. Ew, actually, no, I hate that. What am I talking about? Street Sharks, pick number 2.
We pick Haunted House.
Love that. Alright, Femme Fatales, ban number, I guess, 3.
The 3 maps remaining are Paint Factory, Slay, and Watermill.
That sounds about right.
Okay, we will ban Paint Factory.
Nice. Alright, and then Street Sharks, ban number 2. I guess 4, whatever. Paint.
Paint, so there's Slay, Watermill.
Yes, I believe. I think it's just Slay and Watermill.
Hold on.
Take your time. Actually, no, I'm gonna rush you since I think we do have another game after this.
No, please.
I think. Whoa.
Okay. We ban Slay.
Huge. Okay. Love that.
They totally did
That's more
not say
Watermill
what to ban
games.
right in front of both of you guys.
Oh, they did! You know
My
what?
team
Great
is
point.
Geniuses, and they are very smart.
Okay, awesome. I think that's all we need to do.
Alright, good luck.
So good luck, you guys. I'm gonna head
Matt,
back to the
I love
cast
you.
PC.
Motherfuckers.
Huge! Did I do good, Black Shond?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks! It means a lot to my heart and my soul. Oh, Pony's right. Nobody died to a healing orb. I guess nobody died to a spark. No, dying to a healing orb still counts as an orb kill, right? I feel like it should.
Okay, I'm ready.
Huge. Okay, so our maps are going to be Goldmine, Haunted House, and Watermill. Sure, why not, you know?
Oh yeah,
A
gold
lot of
mine.
crossbows.
First gold mine of the day. Have I seen
Oh, it
every
is.
map today? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
We have
We've
seen...
seen prison. We've seen.
Prison.
Have we seen
We've seen
canal? Yes,
Canal.
we've seen
Yeah.
canal. We've seen
That was the
Slay.
Viper
We've
one.
seen Paint Factory. We've seen Watermill, and we're going to see gold
And we
mine
saw
now.
Haunted.
Gold mine's the last one. We've seen every map today.
Wow, look at us! Look at
And-
the versatility in the players.
That means what is going to happen? I need to figure this out.
Oh, I actually do have some stats.
Oh yeah, we're on gold mine. The most
Woo!
unused cinematic because I never end up casting this map. I don't. Apparently, it is more played than Paint Factory, but I still don't end up ever getting to cast this map. I've only casted it once, which was with you as well, obvious, I think.
That's true. Yeah, I remember us casting that one.
Which was
That was a really fun round.
and Nocturnals.
And Nocturnal, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Black Sean, who
we
do you
go.
think in this game has a bottom 3 KD in the B League? Because there is someone.
Dude, I do not know.
Okay, there's an early shot on Josh. It's Cass, which
Pass.
ideally comes as a surprise, but I mean, Cass is somebody who can pop off at any possible moment. So I think anybody who's thinking any less of Cass because of that is dumb and stupid.
Yourself
We've got
taking a
Cass on
couple
crossbow
shots.
for a reason.
What are we seeing around here? Not a lot going on. Oh, never mind.
There's
Down here,
Usopp
Usopp
going
drops
down.
to Fawn, and there's a fight on this
Fexy
side.
fight
Fixie
Mudman.
loses that 1v1 to
Do it.
Mudman's son, and it is looking very
Mudman
good.
is on about 1.
Oh.
Great shot from Cass.
Yeah, Mudman's son does drop.
To avoid
And that's a good
damage.
shot on Fawn, putting them on 1. This is very winnable.
This is winnable for sure. Trick, there's a good shot.
Looking at 11
If they
seconds
get
now,
any
they
more
might want to
damage
make
on
a
Trick.
mid-play.
Oh,
The
bombs and
TNT
stuff.
is
That
going down.
might
They're
be
going to have to look
bad.
out for it. Fawn does end up dropping.
Cass does go
But Draconida's
drown.
right there to look at the middle.
Oh, come on, get that Cass, get that
And
Cass.
Cass gets the
Let's
blocks
go. That's
in,
a great
and
round.
they turn a 2v4 into a brilliant situation.
Maybe I'm Cass's guardian angel, you know? I had to mention how Cass doesn't have great stats, but can still play well. And look at that. That was just so good from Cass, getting both kills, some good shots to keep the other team from playing as aggro as I think somebody like Trick would want to, and then getting the 3 blocks at the end. That was a great round from Cass.
And that will put, I think, a lot of people into a position of happiness, as I think the Sirens have a lot of people backing them for not only this game, but the entire league, of course.
Definitely.
And now that they're a round up as a team, which I don't know if they're yet to win or if they're like 1-3-4 or something.
They are 1-2.
Oh, they're only 1-2. Okay. Well,
that could be outdated.
Only won once, and
which
they're
honestly
definitely going to be
does
looking for
come as a
another win
surprise.
against Street Sharks of all teams.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be a huge win for
again,
them.
a lot of the Street Sharks dominance has been coming out of Sprite, who isn't here.
Exactly. Sprite, funnily enough that you mentioned that, I do have at least one stat written down about Sprite, just in case they would be playing today. They are top 20 in the KD for our B-League players. Sorry, I was looking at Josh.
Oh, massive pop from Mudman's Son onto Cass. The second one misses though. And Vixie's going to run straight for it.
Oh, right into a
but another beautiful pot. Countered by a good kill. Great shot from Coyote and Esop.
Okay. Fawn's going to jump onto Coyote.
It's going to have to be another 2v4 this
that's
time.
Such a good hit.
This time, it's not going like that. Esop's going to have to 1v3.
They are full, so it's not impossible.
Mid-play, 10 HP.
They jump.
And it's a little too early, and it ends up putting that one in the favor of the Street Sharks. But
it's just
another
so win in that
good
position.
showing, and another pretty close round for the fact that it did end up having 3 people still alive at the end of it. It was a close round for a round which was nearly a flawless to the Street Sharks. So that is showing that there is definitely some competition in this one. This
I think
game
really
is
one
not
of the
a
only
given.
problems I saw in that round was how high up Vexy pushed. But I mean, in that situation, you see the kill and your eyes just go red.
Yeah, and even in that situation, it got all of the rest of them to group up, and then that led to an incredible pot from Esop, doing so much damage to the Street Sharks. It was instantly countered by a heal, but I think it was Trickinator who still pushed up and then got shot twice. Once by Esop in a very good close range shot, and then Coyote levying up manages to get a bit of knockback on Trick with a brilliant air shot and knocks them back a little. It was looking very good for them. It just didn't end up turning out in their favor in the end.
There's
Vixie does take
Coyote
an early shot, and the heal will go early.
Coyote
taking quite a bit of damage and is the
get hit again,
which is not
if not too
favorable.
careful. I see who is that. That's Fawn playing at the bottom.
Yeah.
Vexy sees it, but
Josh and Shrekinator looking pretty low.
That was Coyote. I'm silly.
Vexy also taking a shot.
Coyote.
Oh, Madman's Son jumps
that's a
for
great
Esop
heal.
and gets
Josh
it.
just coming in. Vexy's going hard.
And
for
yeah, Madman's Son goes in for
Vexy's gonna go down.
Coyote, but gets shot by Cass.
It's not.
Now Cass is gonna have to 1v3 this. It is an unwinnable. You're right.
Cass.
Gonna be jumping on the middle as they do have all these blocks in.
That's impossible to win.
Get the survival and.
It's a very great effort though. Another 2K from Cass.
Yeah, Cass putting up a lot of kills so far, and just not going in their favor at the moment. Some early heals went for the Sirens, and it meant that they couldn't get some of them earlier or,
Those early
or
heals
later, rather.
so bad.
It's no, you never want to have to use your heals that early,
Right.
especially on Goldmine when you're
It's such
so
an
vulnerable
open
to a shot from so many angles at every single second, which
That's what I
can
was worried
immediately
about.
make a heal rendered useless.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
But
it's unfavorable, but there's not a
If
lot
I
you can
may.
do when the enemy team just seems to hit a lot of shots.
Exactly. I think their shooting percentage is pretty high so far. But we do still have matching skins from one of our teams. Actually, I believe both teams are rocking matching skins.
I know the
So
Sirens
now
will
I have
be.
no idea who's gonna win. Yeah, Oh, the
And
Street Shark
we had
skins are so cute.
a
What?
couple of sharks on the
Oh,
Street
that's
Sharks.
adorable. I
And I'm
love
not sure
that.
if we had the color change last round or this round, but we're going
We
into
did
this
last
one.
round. This is round 2 of the pink color change. Frickin' mud staying together. Potentially vulnerable? Yeah, Trick gets hit once.
Yeah, and there's
Look,
another
that's
early
on his
heal
wing
going
bottom again.
to go to Cass. And bizarre TNT cannon up the
Oh,
top.
whoa, whoa!
It ends up hitting Aesop for a bit, and they're just going for the
Great
mid.
heals.
But there's a lot of kills. It's
Mud?
actually whose TNT is
Blow.
this?
Come on, Fexy.
It was the
I didn't
Sirens,
even
so
know.
that
It was the
actually really
Sirens.
helps.
Come on, Fexy. Get
And there
Fexy.
we go.
Oh,
Beautiful
Cass.
shots from Cass.
Another 2K.
And
6
that
kills
is
from Cass
putting
already.
Cass very high up in the kills leaderboard, and that's
Oh,
going to put it
yeah.
onto a round 5. That TNT cannon, Street Sharks had won their last 2 rounds, and they wanted to switch it up. They wanted
Yeah.
to do something completely
They wanted
different.
to get it
but
done with.
It
I mean,
didn't
this map
actually
wasn't their pick.
make them favorable. So that means we are going to round 5 again on map 1 again for the second game in a row. Who's going to take this one?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a hard call. I think if the Street Sharks go back to their roots rather than trying some new freaky things, it might go more favorably for them. But
I think
with some of
one
the
of the big
shots,
things-
some of the pots, some of the everything
Oh,
that
yeah.
the Sirens
Oh, the
have been
shots and
putting
pots have
up,
been huge.
anything can happen. It is anybody's game going
I will
into
say
round 5.
that this could end up being another big kill game.
Oh,
like-
definitely.
like
Cass
all
already got
game.
6
Fawn-
in 4 rounds.
So is Fawn. Fawn's at 6, Mud's
Spawns
at
at
4.
6 as well?
Yeah.
Wow, I haven't even been
Fawn
paying
has been
attention to the Street
extremely
Sharks
underrated
kills.
so far. They have just been going. They have just been jumping down below their spawn, and just getting so many shots in.
Yeah, and that is one of the most deadliest angles anyone can shoot from on this map.
Mm-hmm.
And especially
Only
with
one
how
vote
vulnerable
though.
Coyote is some of these times.
Oh,
Aesop
he's-
is one
he's
shot
already
from
on
death,
one. Look at
but no, they're
the
just going straight for the field. They're going to get it, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are! The Sirens in
Shark.
a Hail Mary
Didn't
play to
know.
go for the middle. It
Well,
turns
that was
out in their favor,
clutch time.
and that means that the Sirens in the last round having absolutely no kills. It doesn't matter because they got 9 blocks, and the Sirens
Exactly.
are up in up a
In the
map.
series.
And that is
was
going to be
beautiful.
That is going to be very good for them. They're going to be so happy with that
Yeah.
play.
These
And
last 2 games have been great.
we are seeing big numbers in the kills,
Mm-hmm.
as well as massive fill plays, as we've seen in, I think, 3 of these rounds now out of the 5. The first, the 4th, and the 5th. The 4th one, obviously, from Street Sharks not going exactly in their favor, but I guess it was a fill play which turned the round in a team's favor, didn't it?
Yeah.
That puts these Sirens up a map, and they're going
Into
to really
Haunted.
like that. And
How do you feel about next map being haunted with these 2 teams?
I do think if any map is going to favor the Street Sharks,
I
B-League
completely
team,
agree.
it's gonna be Haunted. Like
I fully agree with you. I was gonna say the same thing if you didn't.
I think,
They're just good
I
at
mean,
swords.
some of the shots, they are, dude. The Sirens have some
Oh, they've been hitting some
incredible
really
archers.
good ones.
Incredible archers. So whatever happens, happens. But the Street Sharks know what they are doing on this map.
Mhm.
I think
Much more
they
close
both play.
quarters.
If both teams play their best game here, I think Street Sharks win the groups. But I think
Mm.
if it goes to 1v1s, I think that the Sirens will know how to play the
And ball it
1v1s better, get their grouping into a better situation, and then turn
I think
that
I
around in
agree.
their favor. It's
Yeah, I
gonna be.
think
It
a lot
just
will matter
depends
with
what
early awards.
each teams end up doing.
Mm-hmm. I fully, completely agree with that. I think that was very well said. The no early
We've got a
shots
lot
in
of
this game.
ladderers, scaffolders,
Yep.
dare I say, on the Street Sharks. 3 of them
Josh
going
and
up ladder.
Fawn playing on the... Fawn is playing the staircase.
And it's a very
with
passive.
Fawn.
It's a very passive game,
Potentially
which you
going
would
for a
not
flank.
expect, or at least I wouldn't.
Really from either of these teams. especially from that last map, both teams played so aggro.
Ooh, that is a shot on Josh, and chilling behind a very
That's great.
skinny pillar can definitely take another one.
One's
The orb
been
goes a
tagged.
bit
That's
too
a good
deep
orb.
and doesn't end up
Oh,
hitting
yeah.
anyone. Who is
Fexy
this
going
alone
in,
in the
Josh
back?
on
It's
one.
Mudman's son, and they're all trying
Come
to
on,
group on
Fexy.
Fixie. This is what I was
Fexy's
saying earlier.
Oh, that's a great shot on Mud, though.
And now Esop is going
You're
to
looking
drop.
at Esop
Doesn't manage to get
alone.
Josh. It's going to have
Josh
to be a
gets
2v4 from
healed.
Cass and Coyote. Cass
look like
drops,
it's gonna happen.
and then Coyote follows.
Yeah. I will say, Fexy has been playing really, really aggressive.
Yeah,
And I do like that, but the Street Sharks are really covering it really well with just staying together.
Yeah, see,
Or
that's
really
I
converging
got it
on
the
the
wrong way
wrong
round. That's I guess what happened was exactly what I thought would happen,
Yep.
but for the thing that would favor the Sirens. No, it ended up favoring the Street Sharks. Fixie went
Yeah, the
for a
Street Sharks
1v1
just had the
against,
advantage.
was it Mudman Sun or Trickinator? I think it was one of the
someone.
two.
I think
And
Josh
then
had gotten
it turned
down
into
to
a
one heart.
1v3 because they just called it out and got all of them there, and it was a pretty much free kill unless Fixie wanted
Yeah.
to pull off a masterclass in that 1v3, right? So
I will say that that last round of Goldmine, specifically it being a fill, and it really looking to me like the Street Sharks were not very aware of it until the very end. I was wondering what their chemistry and what their callouts would be and such, and that last round really proved my doubts to be wrong. Ooh, who's that playing really ahead?
oh, we're having some
No, it's
fights
Cass.
down by
Cass Coyote.
the fireplace.
Mud's looking aggro.
Yeah, Mud wants to push that. So does
So?
Josh for
If Soap
backup.
gets in there,
Mud is
that
going
can
straight
help.
in and
That's a
doesn't
great
end
kill.
up getting a kill. Ends
That's
up
exactly-
dropping, and a
Ooh,
beautiful shot from
crazy
Esop.
cross map shot.
Beautiful
And
shots on
is
Josh,
one.
and while
Great
Invis,
one.
Cass hits that, and it has to be a 1v4 from Trick as the
And
healer.
Cass is gonna get that.
It is not going
What
to go.
is this with the Cass 2K?
One flawless
The
for
force of the
one
day.
team, another flawless for the next. So this is when they took their group
It was.
fights, and now
Mhm.
the Sirens are winning it. It was the inverse of what I said, I suppose.
I mean,
this
these
is
are two
anyone's
teams.
game. This
True.
is
These are two
anyone's
teams that can
game.
play aggro, but and it's good. These teams are really good when they play aggro, but not everybody's buying in. Like
Yeah,
that first
this
round, we
is-
saw Fexy run in fairly alone. This round, I believe we saw Mudmanson go into a 1v3, trying to get that one kill on, I think it was probably Coyote or Cass, one or the other. And then, I mean, Sophie just gets a crazy cross-map shot. I didn't even know there was someone there. Josh getting shot while Invis was super well done. And then they just ran into Trick really well and just together.
Yeah. I mean,
Not going for the
every
poster,
single round
that's
so
true.
far, there have been kind of distinguishable fallacies in each of their plays which
Mm-hmm.
have turned the round around. First time,
Completely.
well, both times it just ended up being the loss of a player, really. And
Yeah.
maybe if they take their 4v4s, which we're yet
Trick is
to
already
see.
on one!
Yeah, Trick on
2.5.
one. I saw the early shot, didn't catch
Yeah,
that
Cass
second one.
wants that.
And Trick, being the
Cass
healer,
could
means
get
that they
it,
are
really.
still very low. Had to use
Yeah.
a heal on themselves, which is going to be.
Coyote hasn't been tagged.
Wow,
Josh-
Trick got shot again
Cass
and
has
is now
gotta
on
get out of
one.
there.
But now
So
Fawn is
goes
in
down.
there,
Fexy's
gets
gonna get
Esop, but gets
on.
traded by Fixie, and now Mudman's son wants some.
And it's down.
Gets Fixie,
down.
Cass dropped to Josh, and it's gonna have to be a 1v3 from. Is this Coyote? It is
Yeah,
Coyote.
it's Coyote. It's looking
And it isn't looking
unlikely,
great for
truly,
them,
but
as
they're
well as having
stalling
8
really
blocks
well.
in.
Oh, if Coyote got that hit on Trick, it could have been over.
Well,
It
then
could've been over
again, you look
Trick.
at the middle, there were 8 blocks placed and
Yeah, there
someone
were a
was just
bunch.
camping it.
Good
Had
for
Coyote
teammates.
gotten both of those kills, hey, good kills, eh?
It's
but
probably just a
it would have
fill
just
to
been
end
a
it.
1 block, change of the round, and that
I mean, if
puts
I'm the
Street
Street
Sharks
Sharks-
back in the lead.
If I'm the Street Sharks, I want to fill every time I can just to be like, oh, you did that to us? We're going to do that to you every round now, and we're going to do it better.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if you can
Street-
do much better than that last round on Goldmine. That was fire.
yeah, the Street Sharks, I mean, this is Haunted House, you can't exactly go all in for that,
Very true.
that mid-play, because most of the time it doesn't end up being very favorable considering how open this map is, unless you are in the fireplace underneath hall section. You have vision of mid. pretty much.
Mhm.
Everywhere has vision of mid, essentially. Via a window, an opening,
crazy.
whatever. So, this is why these kind of teams have to make new plans for every map, because...
Exactly.
And it's I think if Trek ends up falling while on 1 HP there, one more shot lands, I feel like that round has
He dies.
big chance to go in a different way.
Yeah, he dies. Trick was one of the big difference makers that round, so...
And Fawn being
It
one of
would
the
probably
highest
so
fraggers
different.
right now, on the side on 6, taking a bit of
Soap's been
damage.
hit in Graveyard.
Oh!
Ooh, that was a fun
Yeah,
orb.
check
That's
the
a great
graveyard.
orb.
We've got a lot of damage. Josh
they wanna
on 4,
play aggro,
Trick
Soap
on
can-
6.
Yeah.
Cash drops to
There's a shot
Madman
on
Sun though.
Trick.
And it's going to have to be a
Great shot
2v4.
from
It looks like that is
Oh,
going to be
wow.
it for map 2.
That
And it's
was
going to be
really
a
well
sweep, nearly an
recovered.
ace for Mudman Sun. But Fawn
Oh, yeah.
just gets that last kill because they want the poster, don't they? Now,
Yep.
that is
On
sending
and
it
Mudmanson, both at 10
with a very
and
similar
4.
scoreline to our last game, 3-2, 3-1 on opposing teams for different maps. That is 3-1 to the Street Sharks. And now the maps are even. We are having another decently contended B-League game here. Going to map 3. We didn't see it in any of the A-League games. But we might just see
The B-League has
all
been
of the B-League
really
games going to map 3.
truly.
Yeah,
Right.
had this happened in the A-League games, it would have been an absolute beauty to watch. But still, I mean, A-League versus A-League is B-League versus B-League. It's still equal skill levels essentially.
Ooh.
And
Here's a fun little stat for you about that last game on Haunted. Out of the 16 kills that happened that round, on a crossbow given map, only 2 bow kills. That feels kind of crazy.
you would think, but a
Out of the
lot of them
16
went
kills,
to
I think?
a lot of them went to the very last moment where it ended up being something like, obviously, a sword fight or orbs
17, my fault.
to try
Thank you, Glue.
and get people off of each other.
Yeah.
But Watermill, very different map, of course.
Oh, yeah.
The crossbow is very prized on this one, and we're gonna have to see what happens. An interesting thing. It took 10 seconds for someone to actually end up
grab
in the
an orb.
tower. The most contested point in almost any IBL battle box
Yeah.
map is that Watermill tower.
That's kind of wicked, honestly.
Oh,
took a
mid control
while
here. They're gonna have to definitely do something about it. And Josh has noticed it is going to be
That's
a
the
must hit
entire
fight.
Fem team and they get the
But
fill.
it doesn't
Alright.
matter because the Sirens, with
Good fill.
almost all of the Street Sharks in the middle, still manage to get 9 blocks in for their team. And now it is favoring the Sirens.
That was a really good fill.
It
That was
was.
great.
You would not have thought that that one could have ended up going with so many of the Street Sharks in the middle there. But hey, it happened. And now, the easiest thing to adapt to is when the entire enemy team fills on you. You know what you need to do. You need to look at mid control. You need to get ready with your util. You need to get ready with your shots from the tower even. Anything can be made to change, to be
I'd
able
like
to counter
to
that
see-
essentially.
I'd
So
like to
Street
see a
Sharks will
lot
be
of
ready.
people going for orbs here. Because I do know that our Femme Fatales were able to get the not big, like not the house with height, but the little tiny houses on the other side of the map. That was completely uncontested for Coyote to grab.
Yeah, and same thing
here I see
here. Fawn getting a pretty
Mudman.
much free entrance into the tower, getting a shot on Casper,
Call it the
having
bridge,
one
that's
happen in
smart.
return.
I like that glue.
We have
There's
3 in
Stove.
these corners,
Getting an orb.
and a
So's
lot
been
of
hit
shots
once.
going in. Only one connects, and it's with Esop, but gets healed in
Do
return.
they know where Mudman is?
Oh, that's a trade in shots, and
Actually
both of them
does.
miss the next one. And now, here we go for a
Okay,
fight on
Soap
mid.
is already down, but that's an orb in mid.
Yeah, that is a lot of damage on both teams,
Bombs.
and we are looking at an attempt to fill, but Mudman's son wants some
Mudman's gonna
action.
die here,
They
but
do
I don't
end up
think it's gonna
falling, but
matter.
it's going to
That's
be
a
a
full
fill for the Street
Yep.
Sharks, as that distraction
couldn't
ends up
get in
getting the
there.
better of them. One fill for one team, the next team slaps it right back at them. It's just return to return, and that is a fill for the Street Sharks. It is going to be an even scoreline now. A 1-1 on map 3. This is getting close.
Dude, Fawn and Mud have been just playing so well, both at 11 kills. Combined 22 and 9 kills to death. They have been, I'm not going to say carrying because it is a team game, but they have been pulling a lot of weight.
I mean, at the end of the day,
damage
the
and
teams
kills.
always have their star players, don't they? That's undeniable.
Truth. Very true.
Every team will have their star players. We're seeing them be born for the Street Sharks over these few weeks, and I mean, they are going to keep ripping into people, whoever they play. Of course, Sprite being another one of them, just absent for this game, but it's still so close in contention. And
I will say, I believe
more
Mudman.
absence in the tower from the Sirens. They do not want anything to do with it, but Cass is looking still low. If Cass peeks that, a shot between the house, it looks like for Soft on
shots are
Josh,
so good.
and
Vexy and
Mudman Sun
getting into it.
looking low. And look, takes
Ooh,
another
looking
shot. They
really
want
low.
Mudman Sun gone, and they're gonna get it.
Cass,
This
what
is
a
looking
shot.
very favorable for the Sirens.
Yeah.
And it is
that's
going to have to be a
looking good.
4v1 from
Fawn's on
Fawn.
full. Are they
But
going to take the full
they
kill?
might just fill. No, they want it. And
want
they
the
will
kill.
get it. That's a
huge.
triple kill for Cass,
And
and that is going to put the Sirens
finally.
up 2-1. And it is map point, game point for the Sirens.
This is
But not the Street
first
Sharks just yet.
round that Cass has had an odd amount of kills. It has either been 2 or 0. And Cass gets 3 there. And
That's
that
like
was
my
beautiful.
that's like my IC that one time. IC 2 where
Oh,
I got
yes,
an
yes,
ace.
yes.
I got an ace, 4 doubles, and then the rest were no kills.
Holy Jesus.
Actually, that's a lie. An ace, 5 doubles, and then 3 0
So
kill
many
rounds.
kills. That is so many kills. Alright, do we think... How do we feel about the Femme Fatales? Are they bringing it home?
They may just bring it home if they do what they did that last round, because that round, that was not mid contention. They won that off of pure
They
skill.
won.
Now
Oh, yeah.
they are going to
Those
be
shots are
favorable
so clean.
now, as they just need to win one of the next 2,
Mhm.
and it is in their hands.
I will say...
What's going to happen?
I shouldn't play too loose, because I've been...
Is this the tower aggression we've
2-1
been
in
waiting
Battle
for?
Box
No, they're
Blitz
still going to
thing.
refuse to go up the tower.
Yeah. Fawn just gets the freest orb.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and he's going for shots on Coyote and Soph.
Cass ends
But
up
gets
taking a
the hit on
shot to
Cass.
Fawn.
Fexy
Oh!
goes down to
Fixie,
Mudman.
Mudman Sun jumps on
That's a
Fixie.
good orb.
He's off taking
No,
a lot of
Soph,
shots,
no!
taking damage from an
Okay.
orb. Street Sharks have the mid pressure. It's going
Yeah,
to be a
playing this
fill. They
corner
can't do
is gonna
anything
be
about
tough.
it.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Welcome
Last map,
to
last round.
the B League. We have not quite a 15-round game, but we do
So
have.
close.
Was it a 14-rounder? This is
I
a
believe it's
14-rounder. This is the last round, and it decides the game. This is what I, and I'm sure Arby's, and I'm sure the chat have all been waiting for.
Been waiting for. Oh yeah.
This is
Three
the
people this game with
round.
over 10 kills. Mudman, Fawn, and Cass all with over 10 kills. All with over
Yeah,
11.
an incredibly high skill game. So many star fraggers, so
Oh,
many
yeah.
kills, so many fills, so many plays. This game's
So many
had
kills, so many kills.
everything.
I believe. I don't
And
know
it's
how
down
many
to
games,
one round. Who
I don't know
is
how
going
many
to bring it
games or
home?
rounds Mudman has played, but they have more than doubled their kill count for the season today.
Yeah, Mudman Sun is putting
Crick's
up
already been
massive
And
shot,
so is
shot on
Josh.
Josh, shot on
Two
Trek,
big shots.
and Aesop is now pushing that
contended.
tower. And we have instant
Okay,
mid
look at
pressure
that
from
mid
the
roll.
Sirens.
Look at that
This is
mid
what's going to
roll.
decide the
Okay.
game.
Let's see.
No, they end up dropping,
Okay.
and it's going
Yes.
to look like it is in the
That's
favor of the
gonna
Street
be
Sharks.
the
The mid
Street
play,
Sharks.
the midfield. It does not
It-
turn out
Mudman.
in favor of the Sirens. They rushed that.
Wow.
They wanted to put the game on the line on that last
Mhm.
fill. That
They
is
did
what
so well with
that is what they
pressure.
wanted to do. They went straight in for the middle there. They knew that fill doesn't happen. It is over for them, and it just quite didn't make it. Street Sharks knew how to react because they were in that situation before in round 1 or 3 or whatever it was. But
Mhm.
that one is in the favor of the Street Sharks. It comes down to the very last round, and there we go. A 14-rounder,
Great game.
a deciding game or a deciding round. So many kills, so many plays were made, so much strategy, and it is a heartbreak loss, you'd think, for the Sirens there, but the Street Sharks will come out on top in an absolute epic of the B-League schedule this season.
Man, these B-League games have been cooking. These have been so good.
Yeah, A-League who? What have we seen in the A-League